Hey gems, welcome back. Welcome back to our first video where we're going to make our first drawstring ponytail. So I'm going to list the things that you need for this activity just in case you guys want to make it back there with us. So the first things first, you need your ponytail net, right? You can't make your drawstring ponytail without this little net. So this I got for 30 Rand and there it is. The next thing you're going to need is your chalk. You can either use normal chalk like this, tailor's chalk, or a metallic pen just for drawing your grid lines onto your ponytail net, just to guide you as you are sewing your tracks onto your ponytail net. You're also going to need a pair of scissors and these tailor's clippers. I think they're clippers, I'm not sure what they are, just to cut. If you make a mistake, if you sew your track on wrong and you want to just undo a track, you can just use these. These are very precise, very sharp, so they can get in there and cut open those stitches. You're also going to need these wig T-pins, right, to secure your ponytail net onto your block canvas, as well as some cotton thread. I'd advise black, right? You're going to need a sewing machine, that's the next item, as well as your block canvas. This step over here is optional. You don't necessarily have to put your ponytail net onto your block canvas to draw your guidelines. You can always do it like on the table. Last thing that you need is your actual hair. I just got this 100% human hair jerry curl just for the purpose of this video, since it's our first time making this. It doesn't have to be that serious. If you make mistakes, you're not gonna cry because you didn't spend a lot of money on this hair. So this is some cheap hair. I got like a China mall a while ago. I've had this, so we're just gonna use this for our drawstring ponytail. Let's move on to the actual part of making our drawstring ponytail. So I've placed my block canvas on the table for the purposes of this video so you can see what I'm doing. So here is my ponytail net. I'm going to take this and just place it on top of my block canvas, right? Just make sure you're using the right side, okay? I'm going to take a couple of my wig T-pins and then I'm going to secure it to the corners over there. As I said, this step is optional. You are not forced to do this. This is just for the purposes of this video. Alright, I've secured it on the ends. There we go. So I'm just going to take my chalk and I'm going to draw in my track lines over there. You can measure them if you want to, have them an inch apart. It all depends. I don't like big gaps, so I'm trying to just do a reasonable distance between the two. Also, the reason for me like doing little spacing, I don't want the bottom to look so bumpy. I want it to be as smooth as possible. I feel like if you double width your hair, you're gonna end up with a ponytail that isn't smooth. It's gonna be very, very lumpy at the bottom. So I don't have a metallic pen, so hence I'm using chalk. I have tailor's chalk, but I felt like it wasn't necessary for this exercise. So there we go. I've drawn my grid lines over there. If you guys can see, that's where I'm going to place my tracks and sew in my webs, okay? Another thing, when you are sewing, be careful to not sew the actual drawstring elastic that runs at the edges, because you are going to pull it, right? So try your best to just start over there and end right before the elastic, right before the elastic part of your ponytail net. So there are the track lines. Pretty close. Okay, I did not necessarily do an inch apart. Like I said, I don't want something that's got very big gaps in it. I want it to look smooth, look as natural as possible. So there it is. Let's move on to the actual part. I'm going to thread my machine and then we are going to start sewing our ponytail net. And as I said, I will not be double widthing my actual hairpiece. Okay, so we're just going to sew it individually. So my ring light is out, so I'm just basically threading, winding my bobbin. Wind your bobbin so that you can actually use it to sew. Basically, quickly just winding our bobbin. Then when we're done, we're going to thread the machine and then we are going to start. Okay, nearly done. Okay, there we go, it's full. Just gonna clip that back, take out my bobbin, clip it over there, just remove it over that side, and then I'm quickly going to just thread my machine. Oops, just need to do, yeah, alright, this goes in there, down, loop, push it up, hook it, run it right down again, gonna clip it over there, just gonna make the end sharp so I can pull it through the eye of the needle. There we go. So this can be problematic when you're still like learning how to do everything, but I managed to pull it through. Just need to make sure it's facing the right direction. Pull it through, pull it back. Let me just place my bobbin properly. Just open the part where my bobbin case is located, right? So you're gonna place that in the bobbin case and you're gonna run it through the eye of this case. I'm gonna place it back over there, and then we're gonna close it. Just leaving a piece of thread out, and now I'm going to attempt to bring up the thread. Oops. There we go. Just use your scissors. Okay, I haven't done it yet. I've threaded my machine, and let's hope that this empty cell machine is going to behave. So I have a little bit of hair that I used in my last practice session. You can just start off with that. So I prefer to sew with my hair facing like the free side, the free arm, right? Because the arm is on the side of the sewing machine. So as I said, I'm not gonna double line the tracks. Let's see, where do I want to start? How do I start in this case? Just gonna place it over there, right? Okay, I'll just put my foot pedal in order. So basically I'm gonna start sewing, but I'm going to make sure it's on zigzag. On my machine it's at number 9, right? So I'm just going to press the gently sew over there, and then I'm going to reverse stitch, right? Just to secure the ends, and then I'm going to go back and make sure as you're sewing you keep in line to where you drew your chalk grid line. Alright. Okay, let me just lift that up a little bit. There we go. Right. Careful not to sew on the actual elastic band, right? Just gonna quickly do a reverse stitch, right? Forward stitch, and then I'm gonna lift my presser foot, lift my needle, right? Push it to the back, and use my scissors to just cut it off that side, right? And then I'm gonna cut my track right there where I stopped. Okay? And so just a little bit more in future. In fact, I should have started at the bottom. It would have made more sense. Okay, start at the bottom so that the hair lies going left, so it'll be easy. So I'm going to start at the bottom over there. Don't start at the top like I did. So make sure your threads are in place, and then you are going to place your hair extension where it needs to be, right? Make sure you use the grid lines that you drew to guide you. Okay, oops. And just lift it. There we go. Don't be afraid to take your time, please. If you haven't gripped on, work slowly. Don't try to rush. So there we have it. Okay. Just gonna pick that up a little bit. And then I'm gonna do a reverse stitch again. Just open that up. Fix my needle again. Just keep in position. Open your machine once again, and then you're just gonna cut your threads at that point. Cut your weft right up until where you left it, and then this is what it should look like. Okay, can you see how straight mine is? Okay, so those grid lines help you to just sew your tracks on like nicely, so don't rush. So that's what it looks like for now. So I am going to continue. And then be patient. Your MPCell sewing machine is not the best machine, so it does give you a little bit of hiccups here and again, but just be gentle, be kind, okay, and then you'll get through it. Look at that. All very straight. This is what your second line would look like. You see, again, drawing in your tracks properly helps. Look how neat it looks, and it's super straight. So I'm going to continue. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to come back when I am done. Do it slowly. The MPCell sewing machine is problematic. It does get stuck and give you problems, but push your net through as you're sewing. Help the machine push your material through so that you can push your tracks in nicely. So this is what it should start looking like. Okay, I'm not sewing to the complete edge as I've told you guys, but I'm going to continue and come back with the finished product.
Stitch thing together. My stitch length is on number 4, and the idea is really on the stitching machine that is
So James, I didn't even sew the whole pack of hair onto my ponytail wig. I just wanted to show you what it looks like, right? So this is the ponytail for now. You can go back and sew in tracks if you'd like, but this is what the lines look like. I hope you can see. There we go. Very neat. If you want something super dense, you're definitely going to double whips and just have more volume. So I'm just going to take it over there, try to just pull the string and show you what it would look like when you have it on. Hey, did I sew the elastic in there? Let's see. I might have. Yeah, there's a point where I sewed it in. I'm gonna have to go back and fix this track. Do you see these rookie mistakes? Let me just go back and try fix this and then we'll be back. So James, I'm back. So here it is. Here is the drawstring ponytail, right? They're the tracks. I hope you can see them. Okay, nice and neat. I didn't make this dense because this was just for exercises, for purposes of just exercising what we're doing and how you do it. So there's the drawstring there. I didn't use the full like packet of hair. You'd use like ideally 2 packets to get it like super full and have a lot of volume. So I'm just going to draw that string over there for you guys to see. And ideally you'd have more volume, right? Not what I have here. Again, just for exercise purposes. So there we go. There we have it. Okay, that is our drawstring ponytail. And like I said, be very careful. Don't sew right to the ends or else you are gonna have issues. Okay, let me just turn this around so you guys can see what's happening. So James, this is what my drawstring ponytail looks like on the inside. I feel like it's neat for our first time, right? So you double width so that you'd get like more volume. This doesn't have volume and I didn't even use a full packet. So rather double your whips so that you can have proper volume, but this is what it looks like. So don't make a mistake of sewing over up until the elastic. Your drawstring will not pull. So I hope you can see. So this is what our drawstring ponytail looks like. There we go. I hope you guys are happy with the end result. So that's how you make a basic drawstring ponytail. And if you have combs, you'd sew them in there on the side just for better grip, but this is good enough and it does suffice. All right, so thank you for joining me on today's video. See you in our next DIY hair video.